Hi everyone, and welcome to my first video of 2021. In this video, we're going to look at how we can use Cami to be able to work with editable PDFs within Google Classroom. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I've got the Cami extension installed, and we can get that from the web store. And what we'll see here is you get a 90-day trial account as a teacher to try this out and see how you get on. Okay, you've got the option to bring things in from Google Drive and from your computer, or to start a blank page altogether. But here we've got this really useful integration with Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. Okay, so now we're onto our assignment page. I'm going to click here for the drop down of my different classes in Google Classroom, and I'm going to select the one I want, and it's going to pull through all of the student information. There we go. I'm going to add a title, so we're going to do some work on Shakespeare and insults, these use of language. There we go. I'm going to add some instructions here. So this is really simple. As a starter activity, go through the list and define as many insults as you can in your own words. Okay, so I'm going to do it that way. There we go. I'm going to send instructions to students on how they can do this with Cami, and I'm also going to add links to it. But before I do anything, I need to make sure I attach the document. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive, which I've already connected. The first time you just have to give it permission. I'm going to go to PDFs, and I'm just going to find the PDF that I want to use. Here we go, insults PDF, fantastic. And you can see here that it's going to make a copy for each student, which means everyone's writing on their own version. And then I'm just going to click assign. Okay, so we're going to open that up in Google Classroom, and it's going to open the classroom that I set it to. So close that window now. And here we can see we've got the task, we've got the instructions. Here we've got how to open it and how to work with Google Classroom and Cami, and the task itself as a teacher. So I'm happy now that that has been set. So what I'm now going to do is bring in my other student account, and I'm going to go in and have a look at this as a student. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is open up Google Classroom. I'm now going to go to my classroom that I know that's been posted in and go to the classwork. And I can see Shakespeare and insults has been posted. So I'm going to open it up, read the instructions, open these to read them if I need to, just view the assignment. So I'm going to click on my PDF here. And you see I get the option as a student to open with Cami. So I'm just going to click on Open with Cami. There we go. And now we've got lots of different options. So this is now an editable PDF for the students. And you'll notice up here, we've got a turn in button as well. So there are a number of different ways we can comment on this. For example, we've got a markup option. So we might choose to highlight certain words, the ones that we think we're going to define. So we might start just by going through the list and highlighting the ones that we think we're going to be able to work with. So I'm just going to pick out a few random ones here for us to work on. And let's go with a couple of others up here. That one there, and there we go. Okay, so we think we're going to have a go at describing or defining these four. Now I've got a number of options. I can use a text box first of all. So if I click on the text box, I can just click on the text and I can add that we've got here, Flat Dragon. I can say this might be a way of saying someone is easily flustered. Okay, and I can just leave that there as a comment using text. Or equally, I can use the comment tool as a student. Okay, I can also draw on it. Okay, so if I wasn't absolutely clear, I can take this drawing tool, and if I wanted to, I can just point out that that's reflecting that one there. Okay, and the teacher can do the same in return. If we use the comment options, we can just add a text comment. So I can choose anywhere in the text, and you just get a little marker point there, and we can say here, I think this means someone who gets things wrong. Okay, a lot. And I might add that as a text. There we go. Okay. Now my teacher might want me to explain more about that, so I can click in here, and I can also voice type. So just to explain that, I think because it's a bit like the word error, that it's probably to do with errant is to do with making mistakes. So we can stop the recording by just clicking on the little marker there and just correct any problems in the transcript itself. There we go. And I can add that. So it's done it as a transcript for me. I can add a direct voice comment if I want to. So equally, if I wanted to do the same here, I've clicked on voice comment. I could come here to say next to impertinent. So impertinent, I think, means somebody who's a little bit rude. Click the stop button. Impertinent. So impertinent, I think, means somebody who's a little bit rude. Impertinent. Okay, so impertinent, I think, means somebody who's a little bit rude. So there we go. That's that version. And then finally, we've got video comment or we've got screen capture. So I'm going to use a video comment here. So I'm going to just click here, video comment, start to add, and it's going to start picking up the video there. And I'm going to explain my thinking. So in this case, tardy gated, I'm breaking that down into two words, and I'm thinking tardy, I know is something to do with being late, and gated, I'm not 100% sure. I think, I don't know, maybe they get locked out because they're running late. I don't know. And then it will save that in there as a comment as well. So as a student, you can explain your thinking. And if you screen record, of course, you can highlight things on the screen. So there's all sorts of things you can do. Equally, you can add media, equations, and even signatures and so on. And then to hand it in as a student, you just click turn in. So we get the option there to turn in. It saves it all to Google Drive for us, turns it in Google Classroom. Right, let's close that and then go back to our teacher's account. And if I go back to now student work, we'll see that one piece has been handed in, and it's been handed in by this student. I can go here. I can select the box that says grade with Cami. It's going to open it up in Cami for me, allow me to see everything that they've done. And then what I can do is give some feedback. So I can kind of just go through very, very simply, drawing a markup. I can change my stroke thickness. I can just come in here with a red and go, yeah, you're right on that one. And you're right on that one. And okay, we're not 100% sure on that one. And this one here, we might say we're wrong. Okay, just as a very basic markup. But equally, I can do exactly the same. So I can click on comment. I can highlight anything I want to. So I might decide I'm going to mark up here. Or box highlight, sorry. So we're just going to go here. And I'm going to add in a comment. That's just going to be a voice comment in this case. There. Here we go. And I'm just going to add my voice comment now that says, right, good effort on this. The tardy gated, you're almost right. But this is gait with an I. So gait is to do with your pace or your step. So tardy gated is more likely to mean something along the lines of somebody who's often late because they walk quite slowly. And then we just click that there. We can give them their mark. We might give them 50 out of 100 for that. And then we can return it to them as we want to. But we've not had to do anything with our PDF other than upload it and allow Cami to work with it. So really, really useful, particularly if we're downloading resources from the internet and such for online learning. Give it a try.